Hello, class here. QP shooting dangerous. I was a little off-put because I didn't hear the title screen music, but it was because I hadn't hit enter yet. Anyway, we're gonna play in Conquest mode because you can save in progress. It has fewer achievements available, but yeah, playing on easy. Gotta input a name that will be totally relevant for no purposes. Wow, it's a name. Orthodox playstyle. I like individual form change. What this is in sequential form change, you have a button that swaps you among your formations, like rotates around. In individual form change, you have a button per formation, and both form changes makes all 4 buttons work, but I don't ever use the rotate button. Let's see. And this game has a lot of formations that you can have your R-bits in. Those are the rabbit things. And we're actually just gonna go with the default ones, but yeah, quite a variety. I don't even have them all. I actually really like Parasol. Or maybe no, I like Umbrella. You know what? Let's bring Umbrella and Parasol. Yeah. So instead of front spread and back spread, we have aimable focused and aimable spread. And fire, it's just a focused attack. Okay, yeah. We'll go with that setup. Alright. No, I put the spread one on formation 1. I mixed them up. So let's see, there are a number of things on the screen, of course. We've got enemy life bars, we've got a chain counter, we've got charge. Oh, I didn't explain what Orthodox was. I'll explain that later. So yeah, our chain is a chain of star collection. Whenever you collect a star, the timer needle goes back to its position. The stuff filling up around the chain is my hypermeter. It maxes at 150%. You have no bombs in this game, but you have a hyper that, yeah, well, I'll demo it soon. Like now! It makes you more powerful briefly, and if you get hit while in hyper, instead of dying, your hyper ends early. And then you gotta charge it up again. It charges up by collecting stars. Much like how your chain is based on stars. Let's see. My formations, I mentioned they were aimable. Whenever I'm not shooting, or rather not holding the shot button, I can move in the opposite direction I want them to go, and they can be aimed. Let's see. And now that I have more R-bits, because I've built a few up by getting some points. At least I think they're based on points. Maybe they're based on stars. There's a... Oh, whoops. What the heck is going on? Okay, desperate times call for desperate measures. Is there anyone out there who knows of pudding? Anyone? Pudding? Someone? Pudding? He's just being stupid. QP, you idiot. I need to do advanced text again. Ah, it's Sierra. Sierra, my dearest friend. Ex-friend, if you keep acting like that. How cruel. You're the cruel one. Okay. Deadline is looming, and we're already at the gates of death. As usual, we're going to be stuck in the indie games group. That's not why we're here. You remember Pudding? For the people who don't know of it, you remember? Yeah, it's that small fry enemy in the Final Fantasy games. I skipped the text earlier, but that's what she says. That's common sense to a gamer. That's not it. Sweet, soft, and delicious. The ultimate of sweets. You don't remember after all. I even shared my pudding because we were friends. It's come to this. I'll just have to beat some sense into you, then you'll have no choice but to remember. Prepare yourself. Okay, so the plot of the game is that everybody in the world except QP has forgotten pudding. And we're investigating by flying around and shooting down a bunch of random birds. Don't worry about it. We've got rabbits, we're shooting down birds. I'm gonna use my fire formation. Because it deals the most damage. I need to bring a high damage formation. Okay, I activated Hyper, which turned a lot of bullets into stars. And boom! We got a hyper finish bonus because I ended that phase in hyper mode. I'm gonna want a lot of bonus points so that I can get a lot of lives. Destroy that. Yeah, if you destroy a lot of enemies, any bullets they have on screen usually turn into stars. The difference between blue life bar and orange life bar on the boss is that when it has a blue life bar, it's like it has boosted defense. And so we can't really do much to the actual boss in hyper. By the way, hypering also prevents your chain from running out. The chain needle stays at maximum. Oh, impressive! It's Pyo's turn now. Zera's powers go beyond hell itself. Allow me to demonstrate. And there's a bird. Kyoko Deluxe. Final attack. So this game is ridiculous. We're a flying dog girl, and yes, I didn't mention that before, but it's true. Named QP. That's the name of the game. Is QP Shooting Dangerous. Let's see. I don't know if we're timed or if we could just like keep killing the little birds for a long time. The boss fight probably expires eventually. Anyway, I'm gonna go to my third formation and we're gonna hyper and bam. Alright, extra life. The only way to gain extra lives is points. Do you remember Pudding now? Pokemon Games for Brains. And that's the end of the stage. And we'll save our progress, because that was a perfect stage. Yeah, with saving your progress, you can actually save after each stage, and it remembers all your ending stats. But if I were to like beat stage 2 and then beat stage 3 and then revert back to stage 2 and then beat stage 2 and save again, it would forget about the fact that I beat stage 3. If you go back in time and then save, you're committed to going back in time. But anyway, on stage 1 I mentioned that I picked Orthodox style, and I was going to explain what Orthodox style was, and then I didn't. So there are 3 styles that you start out with when you make a new save file for the first time. That's not a Conquest save file, that's a QP Shooting Dangerous save file, to be clear. There's Orthodox, Aggressive, and Defensive. The difference between them is how long Hyper Mode lasts and what damage boost you get during Hyper Mode. Well, 2 of the differences. The main 2 differences, we'll say. So like Aggressive style, you get the shortest Hyper, but you deal the most damage when in Hyper, such that overall, your damage boost from a full duration Hyper Mode is probably enhanced. I haven't mathed it out. I've seen the numbers online for doing so, but I've never done it. But anyway, so yeah, Orthodox is of course in the middle. And then the other thing that they affect is how many points each type of star is worth. With the Aggressive style, the big gold stars that you get from killing enemies are worth more points. With Defensive style, the stars you get from eliminating enemy bullets are worth more points. And Orthodox is somewhere in the middle on each. I wish I was like full chaining the stage, but I'm doing a terrible job of it. I think I've dropped my chain like 4 times. One useful technique for sometimes preserving a chain that you would otherwise lose is moving away from a star if you have enough time to do so that the star hits you later and resets your chain timer later. Also, another useful technique is just a hyper, because when you hyper, you can't lose your chain. I should have been hypering a lot more, because when you hyper, you get better stars out of your bullet, or out of the enemy cleared bullets and everything. I should hyper a lot more for points. Yes, Pudding is gone even from the memories of everyone in existence. What in the world is going on? Cubita, what the heck are you doing here? Disguised as a woman. So, this guy thinks we're somebody else. And, yeah, he's rudely mistaken. And, he's going on about it. And he doesn't think we're cute, but we're totally cute. We transcend cute, in fact. And she was lamenting over pudding. And so we're gonna fight. Because this game makes sense. Don't worry about it. So I really like killing these side things so that I don't have to deal with the actual bullets from them. I think I'm gonna swap formations. Whoops! I think I'm gonna randomly hyper as I'm mixing up my keys. I'm gonna need to get another hyper this phase if I want to get the hyper clear bonus. Let's see, I think you do build up hyper faster when in easy mode. Yeah, you can hyper as soon as you have 100%, but you can stock up to 150% to make your hyper last longer, of course. Let's see. I had something to say. Oh yeah, this guy. So for an April Fool's thing, the Orange Juice made a dating sim with a bunch of guy characters, except they didn't have any guy characters, so they gender swapped a bunch of characters. So Cupita was actually QP, but gender swapped. Or so I've heard on the forums of QP shooting dangerous. I've never played the game. Oh man, distractions. So you know, just in case you were wondering about this guy, his origin actually is ridiculous. Destroying all the flowers and stuff. I still got boosted defense, I'm not gonna hyper yet. Whoa. I stopped killing all the side stuff, so now I actually have to dodge. Oh, by the way, I do have a slow movement that shows my hitbox. Alright. Okay. Perfect stage. And he's still mistaken, but we'll set that aside. All we're really worried about is pudding. And we have to find clues. And he knows. Oh, he doesn't know himself. But he saw a woman going around yelling, pudding, pudding. How suspicious. Even so, where is this person? Not sure where she went. She was headed toward the town circus. Clue get! Thanks a lot. And goodbye. Oh man, I have something I was just about to say before the fact that there are cutscenes in this game. Formations. Points, slabs. Oh, yeah. You may have noticed as I was picking my formations that all the ones I happened to pick said *+1 on them. There are also some formations that have nothing there, and some that have *+2. Certain formations boost the amount of stars you get from various sources, like killing enemies. And yeah, so they're categorized in 3 categories, usually based on how easy they are to use. The more technical or short-range formations tend to have *+2. There are a lot of actually like good solid formations in the *+1 category. *+0 ones I tend not to like as much. They tend to hit wide areas though. I'm gonna hyper here, just because I'm gonna get another hyper before it's actually relevant. And, you know, I get more points if I hyper a lot of stuff. Because their stars become worth more. Let's see, there is something else I wanted to say though. Oh yeah, these, Arbits. I did get a few near the beginning of the game, but there is a cap on them. I believe it's just points when you get them, but whenever you die, you lose some of them. So don't die. Yeah, also that reminds me, I did mention there was a 4th style, or at least there were more than 3, I implied. I'm gonna hang out here. The other style is, I think it's called Maniac. It completely eliminates QP's bullets, but raises your Arbit's cap. Ah! I hypered and then immediately got hit out of my hyper. Okay, well I can hyper again. Boom! Breakdown. So yeah, I've actually never cleared the game with Maniac style. It's surprisingly difficult to be missing QP's central bullets Because I think they actually deal, like, really good damage. And usually adding more Arbits into a formation kind of makes it spread out a little more, so it's hard to get your damage in on bosses. Clearing normal enemies is no problem. This is getting a little busy, isn't it? We've got Ferris wheels, and we've got weather balloons or something. I guess they're not weather balloons, they're just balloons. Maybe I should hyper soon. But it's clearing up. I think it's about to get really bad again, though. I have a bad feeling about the next part of this level. I think there are some enemies that clear the entire screen for you when they die, rather than just their own bullets. Oh boy. Okay, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna hyper here, though. For points! I held on to a full hyper far too long. Okay. And... boss time? Oh, right. Random bats first. I bet these things are more threatening on difficulties besides easy, but, the game's about to get really bad with stage 4, so I need to be on easy mode, because I'm bad at video games. Ah, that's a really nice chain I've got there. Did I full chain the level? So far, anyway? This must be the place. Yeah, I've come. Who's there? Pudding? No, your name is not Pudding, but she knows of it. A seductive fruit bathed in deep darkness. Its existence brings happiness to people, but confusion to the world. Not really sure what you're saying, but it does seem like you know Pudding. I do, and I'll tell you something good. In the book of something, the god of darkness I worship is described. It's stored only in my mind. I need a translation. Someone please translate. I don't actually know about Pudding, but my boss does. Thank you, random puppet. You are not creepy at all. Or, no, it's not a puppet, it's just a doll. Okay, be that as it may. Right now, could you take me to this boss of yours? We'll have a duel. If you win, I'll show you the way. Otherwise, you could always treat me to a rice dinner. I haven't had a single grain in over 3 days. Win and show me and be shown the way, or just treat us to rice. No need a translation for that one. I'd have preferred to handle things peacefully, but I don't have any money. I bought a sweet roll with my last 100 yen just a while ago. I'll do just fine. Fermented wheat filled with red bean paste. I already ate it. Gasp! Death to you! Just like that, no questions asked. So, yeah. These cages that come down, the cages are the only things in the game that can hit your Arbits. If they hit your Arbits on their way down, your Arbits will be captured until the cage leaves. Like I'll demo. See, there's a captured Arbit. It's not shooting or anything. And I'm gonna destroy the cage to get my Arbits back. Whoa, that was almost really bad. I almost put my entire stock of Arbits right into the cage. Once the cage is down, you can put them in for long you want, though. Also, the cage coming down can hit you too. It's not just your Arbits that are vulnerable to cages. Alright. Yeah, I'll mention, in case you haven't noticed, that every phase of every boss has some way of giving you green stars so that you can charge up hypers. There's actually a achievement for beating every boss and mid-boss phase. At least I think it includes mid-bosses. With a hyper break, or hyper finish. I don't have that achievement, but it exists. Man, I'm really not using my more focused, aimable formation that much. Of course, this spread one, combined with my ability to deal a lot of forward damage with my third formation, is like already really good. It's like, what more do I need? I should have brought Shell, actually. It's one that shoots both left and right. Alright, so we're gonna destroy some chairs to get some stars or something. Alright, your life is fading away and you're dying. Before you die, please take me to your boss as quickly as possible. Heresy. Say what you want, but I want to go right to the pudding. Our dark god is over there. So it's that simple. Go and see for yourself. Understood. I'll go right away with haste. Ah, right. Just remembered, I have some candy in my pocket. You can have it. A present. Farewell. I'm dying of deliciousness. Alright. We're gonna save our stage progress and not save our replay. Man, this run is going really well. And it lags at the beginning of each stage briefly, as it loads in the stage. Alright, but stage 4, this is, where I have never beaten the stage perfectly before. So if we do, that would be pretty awesome. I would have plenty of lives for stage 5. Yeah, also, I'll remark that because of achievement reasons, a lot of achievements don't work in Conquest mode. I would normally play arcade if I was playing by myself. But now if I fail the last 2 stages really badly, I could just revert to that perfect run of stage 3 and not have to replay the whole game. Because I want to show the ending, and you can still see the ending in Conquest mode. Actually, more than the ending, I want to see the cutscene that happens during the final boss fight before the last phase. Because it's ridiculous. Not that there's any part of this game that is not ridiculous. I mean, our entire quest is because pudding can't be found in the world anymore. Well, it gets even more ridiculous. Just believe that. Let's see, these tanks like can't be harmed at first. Oh, I died! I have fewer Arbits and fewer lives. Alright, got some Arbits back. As long as you don't die like a lot all at once, your Arbits usually don't get too low. You don't have to like start over from no Arbits. Alright, we've been cautioned, a bunch of missiles come down. Let's not stand next to where any missile stops. Alright, so this stage isn't too long. Here's a mid-boss, and then the boss is actually right after the mid-boss. But it's like a multi-phase mid-boss. So it's like there's so much boss fight in this stage. Whoa! And sideways missiles. I'm gonna aim my stuff to the side. I thought the missiles are gonna... Whoa, they still come from the same side, actually. Whoa! Oh, I destroyed something at a convenient time. Boom! Hyper finish. Have I missed any hyper finishes? I feel like I've missed one. No, I had a hyper end, but I got it back. I'm liking having this aimed diagonally. It's working out pretty well. Alright, there's the hyper. I hypered early. I'm not going to be able to get the hyper finish. Whoa, that missile was close. Alright, action break without a hyper finish. That was a demo of what an action break is like when you have no hyper finish. Oh yeah, plus you can't get the achievement for all hyper finishes in Conquest mode anyway. Anything that takes place over the course of the entire game cannot get achievements in Conquest mode. However, if something mentions like do something in every stage, like beat every stage with Orthodox mode, I think is one of them, you can do that in Conquest mode. But like, beat the game without losing any lives or beat the game without hyper mode can't be done in Conquest mode. Alright, hyper finish breakdown. And they're going down. Goodbye. I don't know who was on that. And here's Yuki. I know her name. Okay, yeah, Yuki. I had a feeling it was you. You were the one behind this after all. Why would you erase pudding from existence? Say something. And she doesn't need to explain anything. If you really love pudding, then express it through sheer loving force. And so we battle. 'Cause pudding. So, those cards, when they get pulled back, are gonna shoot more stuff. So, it would be nice if I had destroyed them all. But, you know, I destroyed most of them. 'Cause easy mode. And because I have a convenient spread formation. I'd be doing almost as well with the actual just forward spread formation that you have in slot 1 by default. Yeah, because normally your default formations are forward spread, backward spread, and this third one that's just a focused forward attack. Oh, get me away from that. I forget how many phases Yuki has. Enough. You know, one thing I just remembered that I haven't been taking advantage of is, if I ever wanted to, re-aim one of these aimable formations forward, hitting the formation button again allows me to aim forward again without even letting go of my, fire button. It's like if I aim it left and then I hit formation 1, which is my A key, by the way. ASD are the individual select formation buttons, and C is the rotate formation button. Oh! My hyper ended because I got hit. Okay, action break. And extra life. Oh man, if this is the extent of your love, you'll never be able to have pudding again. Never again. Not even for dessert or on your birthday. You'll never see such a thing as pudding ever again. No way. It's true, you'll have to push the very boundaries of our dimension to break through. And it's a 100% orange juice card. And she plays Shifu Robot in attack mode or something. Yes, this is the robot that's from Suguri. Don't ask. She had it on a card, okay? That was a really unnecessary hyper mode. Maybe I'll get hyper again anyway, though. I mean, this is her final attack, so it'll probably last a while. Yeah. Man, I'm really pleased with how well this game has been going. This is an unusually good run for me. Alright, breakdown. Your love is powerful indeed, so from here it's up to you. What do you mean it's up to me? Take care of the situation and the mastermind behind it. The one with the power to remove pudding from the world and human memory. S-Breaker. That stands for Sweet Breaker, by the way. A difficult opponent, even with the power of the entire city. Such a strong foe. But if you're the one fighting, then just maybe... Here, take this. This is pudding! It's the last bit of it left in this entire world. This pudding's the last. It's alright. If you win, the world will go back to normal. If I win, QP, for the pudding of this world and the memories of those who loved it so dearly, I'll use my love to bring it all back. And I'll leave the rest to you. Alright, so you've been entrusted with the last pudding. And if this fails, I'm just gonna go back to the final stage. That was probably my best stage 4. Or tied for it. I'm pretty sure I don't have a no-death stage 4. I mean, maybe I could have possibly scored more points. But, I'm not gonna worry about that. Whoops. I'm gonna get hit in a moment where I was, like, not paying attention or something. Alright, so we've got rocket ships. And you can break them. And then they have more engines. Because multi-stage rockets actually are a thing. It makes perfect sense. And not in a sarcastic makes perfect sense. Okay, so we've got UFOs, and those also make perfect sense, because UFOs. I mean, what needs explained there? We're a flying dog girl. Just don't worry about it. And apparently we have the power of the entire city. I've never quite figured out that line. Maybe that's like the source of QP's power, all the people she knows or something. And her sailor outfit. Yeah. In 100% Orange Juice, there's actually a QP that has a different outfit, but owning this game unlocks Dangerous QP, which has this outfit and draws power from pudding cards. 100% Orange Juice is a board game. It's pretty RNG heavy. I mean, if you have friends that play it, it can be decent. but I don't know. It's not something I'd recommend to like everybody. This game, however, is a fine shooter in general. I find it fine. Nothing's wrong with it. It's ridiculous, like shooters should be, clearly. Something like that. And I mean, I'm on the easiest difficulty. I'm sure they've got some amazing bullet patterns later. If you're not bad at video games. Oh, I was just gonna hyper that wall of bullets because I didn't feel like moving great distances around the screen. But I wasted a hyper. You were being warned about the mid-boss. Wow, this game is long. I guess it's because I'm reading all the plot. If I just held some button, I think if you hold hyper actually, and you skip the, oh right, that attack. I should hyper to deal more damage because their life bar is orange. Alright, I think we're still fine. I'm not worried yet. Alright. So they come and try to hit us. But they aim really early. Whoa! By the way, I haven't pointed it out, but this third formation actually makes me slower to have it out. I kind of forgot, that's why I didn't point it out. I just noticed it during that last fight. Because normally when I have it out, I don't even want to move large distances. Also, that last fight is somewhere where it would probably been better not to use the spread version. I should have used my, like, actual focused aim attack. Here, though, I definitely want the spread. Gotta deal with rocks while I deal with ships. As we ascend into orbit or something. Or I guess it's not orbit if we're just continually flying under our own power. Yeah, the rockets have one last segment left. Yeah, actually, I guess the aimed version would be fine, because QP's own forward bullets deal with the rocks pretty well. Alright, it's you, the one drawn by instinct to the struggle for pudding. So you're the mastermind behind all this. Mastermind? How rude. You merely act to maintain order within this world. Order within the world? What the heck does pudding have to do with that? Bringing happiness to those who eat it, spreading sweet happiness throughout the world. That's the duty of sweets. But pudding went beyond that call of that duty. It's far too delectable, and to do that, it brings a hunger for chaos. As a result, fear and sadness run rampant in this world. Pudding brings conflict, and that's why pudding had to be sealed away. You got it all wrong. Pudding brings only happiness. I always have pudding for a snack. It's such a small thing, but it fills my days with happiness. Every time I bring it to my mouth, I'm filled with happiness inside and out. Makes me happy to be alive. Without pudding in my life, all of that happiness disappears. So to keep that happiness safe, I will defeat you. And even if you win, I won't stop talking about the happiness pudding has always brought me. Alright, and we don't understand the curse of pudding yet. You're one of the 6 gods of sweets. Sweet breaker. How foolish you are to have challenged a god, prepared to taste your bitter defeat. But I shall only be tasting pudding. And, yeah, you've got lasers and flowers and everything. Whoa, that's not okay. I'm gonna hyper. Just, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have it again before she's actually properly, like, attackable. Also, I'm really surprised I didn't get hit there. Yeah, we have hyper again. She has so many destructibles that make a lot of bullets. I'm just gonna hyper again. Helps me clear out some of these flower things quicker. Whoa! Helps me not be... Yeah, what am I even saying? It didn't help when I got hit because it had already expired. Whoa, I feel like... Whoa! I was gonna say I feel like I was about to get hit there, and then I went and got hit. So this is clearly the easy part. Maybe on higher difficulties the situation reverses though. That would be interesting. Alright. Oh! Wow! I was looking up at the boss to see if she was still defending. Or rather, if she still had a blue life meter. I think the manual refers to that as defending, or the in-game how to play, something like that. Alright, so now I'm less confident about beating the game, but I think we can still do it. I just need to, like, stop dying randomly. I mean, if I could do that at any point, then victory would be assured. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get that chocolate away from me, I only want pudding. Whoa. I'm pretty sure if it finishes spawning and you're standing there, it does hit you. It doesn't have to get to also launch a bullet. Ooh. Okay. We'll use our strong attack. A little hyper. I wonder if I'm gonna get an extra life during the final boss sequence. Okay. Oh man, it's this attack. I really want to eliminate these planets. I'm actually gonna switch to my straight formation. Whoa, 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 whoa. My straight aimable one, that is. This can get kind of bad if... Whoa, let's hyper. Oh, let's get hit by a planet. Actually, maybe the spread version's better, even for just dealing with them. I hope I get a hyper soon. Whoa! Okay, got it. Oh, she has no life meter, does she? Oh, I got hit there. Okay. For some reason, I thought we won the thing, but then the cutscene didn't start. So I guess this is just the survival part. Maybe I should be using slow movement more. Oh! A life bar! Used hyper to clear some bullets so I could get over there. I'm not gonna get the hyper finish. Wow. I think I can get hit one more time and I won't fail the game. What a beastly power you've brought forth. My love of pudding is my strength. Your love is so powerful it overcame my memory seal and you remembered. Even so, that simply means I have to seal you here and now, doesn't it? Do not fear. Even without your memories of pudding, you'll find happiness in other sweet things. I could never, and I won't forget pudding. Be sealed! Whoa, wings. And we're surprised. My seal has no effect. The pudding Yuki gave me, it's shining. Don't give up. The pudding spoke. Slight, it can't be. It's the miracle of your love, my little pudding. QP, you should be able to handle this now. Well, let not just your love, but the whole world's love become your power. That's right, we'll bring together everyone's love and be unstoppable. You say that as though it will be easy. You know, everybody loves pudding or something. And love is gathering. This is the power of the bonds you forged through pudding. How foolish. QP, your heart is filled with love for me. If you can protect me, then it'll be your power. My little pudding. I love you so much. Okay. If you let all the world's love gather in your heart, then it will truly be infinite. Time to dig in. Your power is as strong as mine. If you should be a destroyer of sweets, then I shall be a guardian of them in kind. A sweet guardian with the power of a god. Even so, I am Sweet Breaker. Even with another god as my opponent, for the sake of the world, I will put an end to pudding. And QP's not gonna allow it, because she loves it as much as our opponent abhors it. So, we're locked out of our normal formations and out of hyper mode. We're given a hyper finish if we win this phase at all, but we can still die. We do not have the hyper mode invincibility effect. So we're just gonna continue shooting our hearts that express our infinite love of pudding. And I do find this phase easier than the previous, but I have died here. I haven't game over here ever though. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not game over here. Let's not make it a first. In a slow movement, see my hitbox, concentrate. I keep like looking up too far though. I keep looking away from myself, and this one I really can just look at myself and dodge. A lot of formations, especially on easy mode, you can handle through positioning well. Here we've just got to dodge. Just dodging, just dodging. boss almost dead? I can't tell. Oh yes! Beat the game! So, this world wants to perish in the chaos of pudding, but why? You say that, but I won't allow it to happen. Oh, it's slow movement that, skips conversations. I accidentally tapped it for just a moment and skipped exactly one text box. Or rather, I advanced exactly one text box. Just what kind of monster are you? No, I suppose you're simply the one fated to protect sweets. Sweet guardian. With the love of the world, you'll watch over the pudding as its guardian. You'll put an end to my anxieties and make them unfounded. Yes, we will absolutely not allow chaos wrought by pudding. And so she doesn't want to seal us away. And she's the breaker, but also the creator. Bring the world sweet happiness and may it last forever. And we will. We beat the game! Yeah, this is a longer game. Didn't realize it before I started playing. Are there actually credits, or does it just play a theme song? Oh, there's Sierra. She loves video games. Let's see. At the end of each stage, you might have noticed I was getting Arbits. Those are used for the shop currency, because you buy a lot of formations. By the way, I should probably just skip the credits, but maybe I can find stuff to say. Let's see. The next game is Warning Forever. It's just something you play for points. It doesn't have an end. And yeah. And then after that's Jamestown, which I have played before. We'll be playing on the legendary difficulty because I'm bad at video games, and that's the lowest difficulty that lets you actually finish the game. And then last will be Panic Crisis Mage Attack. I've seen Isocitration play through that, but I've never played it myself. I have downloaded it. I was about to say I haven't even downloaded it. But yeah, it's a legitimately free game. Let's see. What else do I want to say? That kind of covers... That's a refresher of what we were going to do for this series. 1,000 video celebration. Just playing a lot of shooting games because I like shooting games. And then we'll have that Q&A video. I've gotten some questions from Bertrador. And some questions from TurboTales. He sent them to me via email. It's TurboTales98 in particular. I don't know if there's another TurboTales out there on the internet. Can I like... Oh, whoops. I hit Z. I was gonna see if I could make it like accelerate. But hitting the shot button skips it entirely. But we saw the very end screen. And that was important. Oh yeah, there are trophies. Like Orthodox method. We cleared every stage using the Orthodox style. We would have gotten it again if I didn't already have it. We can buy formations. And I suspect this one's the natural formation, which actually just powers up QP's main attack and doesn't have any Arbits. Okay. By catapult. Sure. Why not? Alright, so that was this game. See ya!